That's what I've loved about going into this venture myself. You know, I make it really well known to people like, hey, reach out to me about anything, everything, whatever's on your mind. It's valid. You can talk about anything. And so a lot of people will DM me rather than post because they'll DM me with some really intense things, or people have said to me, this is something that I haven't told anybody, or this is something that I want to tell somebody, but I'm really afraid. Or so being able to connect with people on such a deep personal level that quickly is incredibly rewarding for me. I think it makes all the effort worth it. You know, if you can have one person reach out to you, and I'm sure you've experienced this, you post something and one person reaches out and says like, thank you, or, hey, I get it. I'm the same as you. I feel the same as you. It's like, oh, sweet. We're not alone. What a cool feeling, you know, making yourself vulnerable. It's just a really good feeling.
And I think like, even to add on to that, just like during this pandemic, like having these kinds of conversations with these internet friends that you meet, I think that's just important too, since we can't see as many in real life right now.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I started this. I started my channel during the pandemic, and that was why, because I'm a hugger. I missed hugging my friends. Like, I miss seeing people and going out to brunch, and it's like, I just miss doing things and interacting with people. So it's like, this is a cool way to be able to meet strangers like the both of you and sit down and have a great conversation. And then when this ends, I go, yeah, I feel like I know them now. This is really neat, you know, and it's people that you're not around and that you wouldn't normally connect with, but you can do things like this and get connected. And I just think it's such a cool thing. So one last thing before we get into a fun kind of portion of this video. I'm just curious, what do you have going on now? Future plans? What's coming up that you're willing to talk about, or anything like that? Like, what do you have going on?
Yep, so we've got our YouTube channel, and we're going to consistently be putting more content on there. Honestly, what you're going to expect to see from us is just revealing a lot more facets of who we are. Both on YouTube and on Instagram, but specifically on YouTube, really getting more of a deeper dive. We have taken an even deeper dive into TikTok lately, and really just revealing our personalities.
Nice.
So look forward to some more content there.
We'd like to start building kind of a brand. I know we have some ideas for some just like merch wear. We have some ideas for things that we want to make, like sustainability wise. So yeah,
that's awesome. I'm gonna put all the links and stuff to your TikToks and YouTube and all that in the description below, because I like it. The first video you posted was so, right, to, for lack of a better term, raw. It just felt very personal. It felt very like, all right, let's talk about it. Let's air it out, and let's answer the questions that people might be thinking but might not ask, and let's answer the questions that maybe people didn't even know to ask, and all this kind of stuff. So I loved it. It was a great first part. I'm really looking forward to future episodes of that. So thank you guys so much for getting into all of that. So if you're ready for it, drum roll. I'm going to get into a rapid fire with both of you, where I'm going to ask a question and you both just answer off the cuff, whatever comes to mind. Okay. And some of it's going to be individual answers, and I'm going to pit you two against each other occasionally. So we're going to keep it fun with that. But so let's talk about this. Who made the first move? There we go. I love instant. It was like
that thumb flew out fast.
Oh yeah,
I know. It was like
and split into my DMs.
That's awesome.
She's not wrong. Yeah, it was me. It was definitely me.
It was like, wow, look at that reaction. I mean, she's perfectly accurate and correct, but it was a quick reaction. Okay. Who has the better sense of style or fashion?
Oh,
we have very different styles.
We do. Yeah. Oh, it's really hard to. Oh, I don't even know.
I'm gonna say you because she's just so cute.
Kaylee's like, I'm slightly biased, but
I think we both have pretty different style. Okay, I'm sorry. You said rapid fire.
No. I've done this before with rapid fire, and it's turned into like a 20-minute conversation. So it's all good. I love it. Yeah. Okay. So being vegan, I had to ask, because I have my own opinion about this: broccoli or cauliflower?
Oh, I'm gonna say broccoli.
Yeah.
I mean, I like broccoli. It's very versatile, but as I'm saying versatile, I feel like I need to change my answer to cauliflower, because it's way more versatile. Like a crust. I mean,
wings.
Yeah. So, we make cauliflower wings. Yeah. So.
Okay, so cauliflower. my whole life growing up, it was broccoli for me, and in the past year, it is 100% switched to cauliflower. I feel like I eat cauliflower like 3 or 4 times a week now. My wife and I have really grown to love it. So it's that's going to be a whole video I have coming up in the future, but people haven't seen me like this. But like recently, I've lost like a lot of weight, and cauliflower has been a really big part of my diet. Actually, I've replaced like potatoes and rice and stuff like that with cauliflower rice and cauliflower mash and all that kind of stuff. So good answer. I like that. Okay, so you can answer separately or kind of if you discuss this together. Dream vacation. Pandemic is over. You can go wherever you want. Where are you going?
Now I kind of want to know what you're gonna say because I have a feeling.
I would probably say Hawaii.
I knew.
Okay.
Yeah. We've talked about like Hawaii and wanting to one day maybe even move there.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, just because of how like tropical it is, how beautiful it is, the people, the culture,
The fruit. We had a very heavy fruit diet.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
that's one reason why it's tugging to us. And
Yeah.
the diversity of the
the
people is tugging to
sunlight,
us.
the culture, everything. Yeah, it's a beautiful place to be. So and I would say the same.
Nice.
Go to Hawaii. I've been there one time and it was enough to just seal the deal.
I've never
I-
been there, but
Yeah, I've never been, but my wife and I really want to go someday. So I haven't been, but I approve that choice. So you both have tattoos. Do you have any personal favorites? Like if you had to pick just one that you really love.
yeah.
What's your favorite?
I would say I have a thigh tattoo.
Okay.
I have shorts on her, I'd show it. It's kind of like a half circle with like flowers and stuff, and there's some bees, and in the middle there's a circle of life.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites just because of the colors. I love the artist who did it. She's a woman, which I really appreciate as a woman who's trying to get into the tattoo business.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's my favorite.
So I don't know if this is considered one piece, but I would just say my arm. I think so for me, my sleeve is more than just like a tattoo sleeve. For me, it's more like for a long time, I think like in regards to like femininity, it was always shown that like that's more of a male thing. That's not super, you can't be feminine. And I'm a very feminine person. So to be able to do that and just to kind of use my body as a canvas and to wear that and not feel like it influences any of that in any kind of negative way is kind of like a big, you know, standing up to societal standards kind of thing for me. And I like the art. So
Love that. That's awesome. My wife feels very similar about hers. She's just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, deal with it, which I love. So favorite late night snack?
oh my gosh.
I think I know.
Oh,
what
go
you're gonna
ahead.
say. You go first in this one.
I don't
feel like I
know. Are we talking like a healthy like late night snack? Because
Late night
like
snack,
that.
whatever you want to say.
okay, so I love fries.
I knew it.
I love fries and I love barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
So like, and we've made like some homemade barbecue sauce, you know, like we're being like really healthy and stuff. We try to be pretty healthy, but every now and then there have been times we've gone out and we've gone and gotten like fast food fries, like super delicious. Ugh. Anyways,
We tend to make homemade fries though.
yeah,
Several
to make it
nights a week.
healthier.
Yummy. That sounds good. That's
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what I'm eating tonight. No, yeah, it's like people talk about their favorite things and it totally influences other people. So getting into something that I think is always important to think about or talk about is what message would you give your younger self?
Ooh, this is something we talked
Thought-provoking
about.
questions.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Probably just to trust who you are. As a lesbian, I came out later in life. It's something I've always known like deep down inside, but I've always suppressed. And so something I would love to tell my younger self is just trust who you are, and that, you know, the people who are supposed to be in your life are going to love you no matter, you know, who you are. And so, yeah, just be your authentic self. Trust your gut, trust who you are.
Love that. Yeah, absolutely.
I think for me, it would probably be in regards to energy. So telling myself, like, because I've always been a very all-in kind of person. So friends, relationships, whatever. And so I would probably just tell myself, like, invest in what invests in you.
Yes.
You know, it can be, so I've always, you know, tried to invest in other people in the hopes that, not necessarily just because I want it back, but also like, you would like for it to be kind of a two-way street kind of thing in anything in your life. So I would just probably tell my younger self that, you know, don't stress about things that don't invest back in you.
I'm very similar to you in that aspect. That's how I kind of functioned for a really long time, and I had to learn not to stress over it. That people aren't going to always give you what you give them, and that's okay because we all function differently. So that's something I spent a lot of time thinking about. Last question: what is your one favorite thing about each other?
Oh, let's see. Pick one.
Oh, jeez. I've got a list of like 500. I narrowed it down.
Let's see. I would just say, like, okay, so we've had a bunch of stuff happen in our lives, and I would just say, and it's a lot of things that could cause people to fight, to break up, whatever, and we just have conversations. We don't fight. We discuss things thoroughly, and that's just kind of how we work. So I appreciate the fact that no matter the circumstances, we can have conversations. Or she's just, dang it, I guess this is two, but she's just really positive, even with just like crappy situations that nobody can control. So that's what I'd probably say.
Good answer.
Good answer. I'm just kidding. I would say for you, like, something I really admire about you is just your sense of humor. Like, you're always laughing, you're always smiling. Like, you can make a joke, out of any situation. You're just always so fun loving.
I'm corny.
I love that. She's well
it's good. It makes light of situations. It's good. It's like your last post, right? So funny. So funny. Loved it. Well, thank you both so much for doing this. This was such a blast for me. You're both so easy to talk to, and opening yourselves up and sharing with the world like you do, I think is really inspiring. And it's something that I have really come to appreciate about your channel, but also you taking the time to speak with me individually as a person. I greatly appreciate that. So thank you both so much for doing this.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I'm going to put, like I said, all the links and everything below to everything that you two have going on. I definitely want to keep in contact to see what you have going on in the future. Would love to hear about all of that. And I just wish you both nothing but the best. You're awesome. I love your channel. Keep going. Can't wait for the next part of your YouTube video. I'm going to be checking that out for sure. And for everybody out there, if this is your first time visiting my channel, thank you so much for coming. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. And as always, no matter where you're coming from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and I will see you in the next video.